Whole new chapter. Let's have fun. From now on, my life's gonna be nothing but fun. Laughing, or maybe telling stories. Let's have fun, guys. You wanna come on my panel and sing a song? Let's have fun. What up, everyone? Let's have fun tonight, guys. Let's laugh. Carry on. Welcome back. Glad to see you again, love. I want to make this live fun. Laugh and joking and having a good time. It's been nothing but hate on YouTube lately, nothing but drama. So let's change this around and have fun. Oh yeah, I got some true stories. Oh yeah, I got a lot of true stories. Yup. I got some stories about my paranormal. I got some stories about my life, what I've been through growing up. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of stories. Yeah, I can tell you one, whatever one you want to hear. If you're willing to listen, yeah, I can tell you one. It's just whether you want to hear my paranormal or my life growing up. Okay. Okay, I got a couple of them. Um, Back when I was a little younger, not too young, probably in my 30s, maybe late 30s, and I went and found me a place over here or by me where I'm at now. It was a big house, and so we all went and we got it, so we went and cleaned it out and stuff, and we cleaned it, and then we left to go get some stuff. And as we were walking away from the house, my oldest daughter Sarah goes, "Mom, look, look, look." I go, "What, Sarah?" She said, "Look behind you, Mom." So I looked, and there was a figure up in my bedroom, up here in the window in the attic. It was a figure. He had black hair, black mustache, and I'm not sure who he was, but so that night we come back and we was all in the living room because my mom went down the street for something, and we heard um we heard like a baby crying, right? And my grandma was like, "Sissy, did you hear that?" I said, "Yeah, I heard that. It sounded like a baby was crying, right?" And then so we kept listening, and then we heard like a growl, kind of like, and so we didn't pay no mind to it. Uh, so we lay there and just lay there, and then we heard like something upstairs, and wasn't nobody upstairs because we was all downstairs. And so um, that's when we just moved in. So we got everything in and everything the next day, and as we got settled in, we was all was in the living room, and I did a Ouija board. And when I played the Ouija board, which that was my mistake doing it to begin with, then it made it worse. Um, so one time we was all downstairs, and my daughter was asleep up in her baby bed, and we heard her crying like Bloody Mary, like she was really crying bad. I go up there and check on her, and she go, pointing in the corner. And I looked in the corner, I saw a woman figure standing there, which I believe it was my aunt by marriage. Um, she was crying really bad. So, um, and then we found out maybe about a month after we lived there that a man killed himself in my living room. And I did not know, in all honesty, we did not know that somebody died in my house on the living room floor. We did not know that until then. Uh, so I was thinking it might have been him. But anyway, me and my friend were sleeping and we heard music. This is real. This ain't no joke. This is for real. This is a real deal. We heard music and we go in my mom's room where the kids was and see if they were playing music. We go in there and they wasn't. So I'm like, what the hell is the music coming from? So me and my friend go because I was scared. You know what I mean? I was terrified. So I made him go first. So we go down the stairs to see if we could figure out where the music was coming from. So we go down there, and we went past the basement door, and I heard music coming from down there. So we stopped, turned around, and as we were walking in the basement, the music kept getting louder. And so we got all the way in the basement. There was no music in the basement at all. There was no music box, no radio, no nothing. So we're thinking, where's the music coming from? So we don't know if a spirit was playing music or what it was, but that was creepy. It got to the point where we had to put salt around the doors and stuff because it getting to the point where, yeah, I hate basement too. I feel you. I can't. I'm terrified of basement. So we put salt around the house and uh, just to see if that would help. Okay, because it started getting to the point where it started getting creepy, like scary. And one time I was in the bathroom, and well, let me get back a little bit. We would hear knocks, we would hear doorknobs moving, footsteps, growls, baby cry, which I don't know where that come from. And it was like we stayed there for like months, like 6 months, and we put up with that. Okay, so I went into my bathroom and used the restroom, and I heard this. Get out of my house, real softly. And then I said, nah, I'm mad at something. And I heard again go, get out of my house, right? I said, no, I'm gonna stay where I'm a man thing. Third time I heard, get out of my house, no. So I got up and ran, and as I was running, I saw a astral demon in my bedroom. And it was looking at me like real evil and said, get out of my house now. So at that moment, I ran outside. And then not too long after that, we moved out of that house. Okay? Because there was a demon there, and I think it followed me my whole life. Because I've been dealing with this since I was 7 years old. Um, I have a gift where I seen them and hear them when I was 7 years old. So I think the demon followed me my whole life. And I still think it's here with me now as where I'm at now. Um, but yeah, that was when I lived on Jenkins. And then I lived in another house, and I was the only one in my house by myself playing my game, and I heard noises. I heard growl. I felt like somebody was watching me. And I ignored it, hoping that it wasn't no spirit. And I kept feeling that weirdness, that bad vibe, like somebody was behind me. So I turned my head, and all of a sudden there was a spirit upstairs peekabooing me. It was a demon, and he growled at me and said, get out of my house now. So obviously it must have been his house. I don't know if anyone died there, I don't know. But at that moment I got very terrified. And I crawled because it scared me so much I couldn't move. So I crawled out of my house and went and crawled to my mom's house. Um, I dealt with demon spirits my whole life, from 7 up until now. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen all kinds of spirits, dude. I lived in the West Side in a 1 bedroom house, and my doors were slammed. Oh yeah, I ran. My doors slammed, footsteps in my house. I mean, everywhere I moved to, I've had to deal with demons. Okay, uh, like one time, some friends came over, and we had a stay on. which I know how to do seance and Ouija board and all that. I'm good at that stuff. Um, so my friend took the candle into the bathroom by herself. Everybody was in the living room. And she shut the door and she turned the light off. Okay? And I heard her talking, but then it stopped. And I'm like, "Are you okay?" Because I didn't know what was wrong, you know? And I knocked on the door, I said, "Are you okay?" And I did that like 5 minutes, and she finally opened the door. And when she opened her door, my door, her eyes were red. Okay, I kid you not, they were red. Okay, and she looked at me and growled at me, and it wasn't her voice. Okay, it was a man's voice, and he said, "Bitch, I'm gonna kill you." He said, "I'm coming to get you." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" And I said, "Here we go again." You know what I mean? And I think it was a demon. I'm not sure, but she goes in, and I go in the living room, and she comes with me. Well, it's her, but she was possessed, and I felt like something was wrong. I felt really bad, a bad vibe, right? And so she looked at me, and the man's voice and said, "You can't have her. I'm taking her with me. Her soul is mine." I said, "The hell you gonna take her? You ain't taking her nowhere, right?" So I grabbed a hold of her at that moment, and I did what you call like kind of like an exorcism, kind of like where you get the demon out of her. And I said, "You leave her body now. In the name of Jesus, leave her body alone. Leave her alone." Right? He said, "I'm going to kill her. I'm going to kill you, bitch. I'm going to kill you." I said, "You ain't going to do nothing." So I grabbed her again and I said, "Come into me. Get out of her soul. Get out of her body." Right? "Leave now. You're not welcome here." So I did that for like 5 minutes, and it finally came out of her. And she didn't remember nothing that was going on. Okay. She said something about she felt like her ex-husband was in her. I don't know who it was, but it was scary, and he threatened to hurt you. Right? So she left, and well, see, I have a lot of stay on. When I got older, I have a lot of stay on. I use a Ouija board. You know what I mean? So it's probably my fault, part of it, that I brought it in, but it started when I was 7. Um, the reason why there's a couple reasons why I don't like basement. One, because I was down there in the basement with the light off, sleeping, and I must have seen at least 15 spirits walk across the basement floor. That's one of the reasons why I got terrified of basement. Okay? I don't like closets. I'm scared of them too. Uh, like one time I went to a cemetery. Uh, oh yeah, I'm not. I can be scared of them, but when it comes to protecting my loved one, I will say something to them. You know what I mean? Uh, so we went to the cemetery one time, me and my ex-husband, and my cousin and her husband, and it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. Uh, um, I walked over a grave on the accident. I didn't mean to do it. But it was the twin babies back in the 1800s. They were buried since 1800. And I told them, I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it." So they stopped crying. So as we were walking, I heard someone go, "Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy." Right? and I looked behind me, and it was a woman with blonde hair wearing a red dress. And my ex-husband was name was Jim. So I told him, I said, look, I said, there's a woman behind me asking for you, Jim. I said, do you know anybody buried here? He said, no. So at that moment, we were leaving, and when we left and went home, I was in the living room, my husband was in the bedroom. And I heard him say, get away from me, please get away from me now. Please get away from me, right? I go in the bedroom and see what was going on, and I see that lady in red trying to torture my husband, my ex-husband. And I told her at that moment, I said, leave my house now, get away, right? And so I thought she laughed, but every day for 2 weeks, he was bothering my ex-husband, and he drove him crazy, so he had to go to neck care. So he stayed in neck care for about 30 days, and hang on a second. Okay. Yeah, they put him in neck care for 30 days because it drove him crazy. It was torturing him every day, like legit, and I felt sorry for him and everything. So he went to neck care and everything. So he came home and stuff. But everywhere I've went, I've had nothing but hot stuff in my house because I think it follows me. You know what I mean, from house to house. Um, yeah, yeah, it was sad. I felt sorry for him because he's really a non-believer. He never really believed in that stuff. He didn't even believe that I saw him until he actually seen the lady in red. When he saw her, then he really believed that there was such thing as ghosts. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people out there don't believe in that stuff. You know, paranormal. It's true though. I experienced it enough to know. Um, like I said, I got all kinds of stories. I seen my ex fiance. Um, and my ex fiance, he died of prostate cancer, and then when I got with my husband before we got married, he was getting off the floor, and as he was getting off the floor, he fell down. He said somebody pushed him. So I said, "Who pushed him?" Right? And I heard a voice say, "Babe, it was me." I said, "Who's me?" He said, "Eddie." My ex fiance pushed him down because he was trying to protect me. Some people don't believe in spirits, and that's their belief. I understand that, but until you see it for your own eyes, until you feel it from yourself, you would be different. If you actually seen it from your own eyes, you would believe it. I dealt with a lot of stuff growing up. I've seen a lot of spirits. I've even actually helped my cousin who died at 5 years old back in the days. I helped him cross over. I had at least about 15 people, 15 spirits in my house at one time coming asking me for help because they know I have a gift. And a lot of people's like, Patty, you don't have the gift. You're lying. No, I'm not. My grandmother told me when I was 16 years old I had the gift, and I got it from my great 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 uncle. Ever since then, I've been dealing with a lot of spirits, demons, you name it. I've dealt with it. I've even had dreams of a demon thrashing me in my dream, and woke up with 3 trash marks. I went to Oh My God TV Clown College one time, and the second day I was there, I felt weak. I felt depressed. I felt sad. I felt dizzy. It's like I felt there. I felt how they were feeling. You know what I mean? And his clown college is definitely haunted. Yeah, I dealt with a lot of paranormal stuff, and I still do to this day. I have some in my house right now as we speak. I have like maybe about 3 or 4 in here, and I believe one of them's a demon. When my son stayed here, my son Sean, a long while back, he was taking a shower, and he said, "Mom, oh my God, help!" I'm like, "What's wrong, son?" He said, "Mom, I heard somebody growling in my ear." And trust me, it's spooky. He said, "Somebody growled in my ear, Mom," and he heard it twice. And then he said he seen a figure over here in my living room, and I believe that right there might have been a guy that died here. Cause 2 years before I moved in, a guy died in my living room. Yeah, he died in my living room, and I think he's here too. Yeah, I stayed in Omar College for 7 days. As well, I stayed in his camper too, as well. His camper's haunted too, but Con College is kind of worse. They used to call me the Ghost Whisperer because I could actually cross them over. Yeah, Omar's a good guy. Yeah, I met him like 3 times. Oh yeah, I had to be brave, sweetie, because I have a gift. And no matter how bad I try to turn it off, because I tried many times to turn it off, not to deal with it, they just don't. They just won't stop. So no point turning it off. I just wish people would believe me because it's the God's honest truth. I mean, I've been to cemeteries and seen spirits. You know what I mean? It's just, it is what it is. Matter of fact, when we were in Omar's camper, Omar was fixing the stove, and all of a sudden, a big, tall, black figure showed up behind Omar. Oh yeah, I met him 3 times, and I'm about to go back to Florida in October again. Of just see in 3 more months. I'll be going back to Florida, staying at a camper. And I'm going back to the Maradora bed and breakfast too. No likes so far. That's crazy. But yeah, those are yeah, I know. It's not really what you call a log, but it's okay. Ever since the hating's been going on, I've lost a lot of views. Hey Eddie, Edward, is that you? Oh, it's okay. I'm used to it. Oh, okay. I didn't know. It's all good, honey. It is what it is. Guys, smash that like button for me. Thank you. But my channel's gonna be all about fun now. Yeah, I seen that. I seen when he said that. Yeah. Why don't you sleep, Edward? Thank you. You know, I still, it's weird. We are laying here. Oh, yeah, you smell coffee? Yeah, I figure I put you blue because you're not a bad person. Omar comes in my life sometimes. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I am, just not right off yet. It may not be the real Omar, sweetie. Omar has a lot of fake people pretending to be him. You better make sure it's the real one. Yeah, Omar don't talk to a lot of his fans. Make sure he's the real one. Yeah, he's always busy. It could be on the end of it. Does it say Omar got TV or Omar got TV with a number? Because if it's got a number at the end, it's not him. I'm glad you met Todd and Heather. That's cool. Who Joe Wico? I got my link up there for the panel. If you want to come up, awesome. Joe who? Joe from what? Urban Goes? Okay. Yeah, that's what I used to do too. Hey, Jim. How you doing, Jim? I'm doing good. Yeah, Bobby is very nice. Yes, he is. Yeah, you're right. There is. Miss Patty, do you believe if you, yeah, absolutely. Yep, I sure do. That's one of the sin. Shall not kill. You should, Jim. You should. Make a video out of it. Yeah, I do. I absolutely do. Yeah, I hope you do catch Bigfoot. I understand that, Jim. I understand that. I wish I could go with you, but I'm not out there. Oh yeah, it might be getting cold at night, but I still would do it. I get me a tent and start me a fire and keep myself warm. Absolutely would. I know that's right. Yeah, buddy. And the marshmallows too. Woo! And tell some spooky stories and go out filming. Oh yeah. Oh really? Well then I have to do that. I believe you can come back, yeah. And reincarnation. Yep. I do believe that. Yep. It's like I believe in heaven, I believe in hell. I believe in spirits, I believe in demons, I believe in angels, I believe in Bigfoot, I believe in Jersey Devil. Oh, that'd be nice, Edward. I'd like to see one. Good night, Jim.